Hey everyone, I want to talk about this. This. Um, this has always been really fascinating to me. And before Visor, I was so curious about the inner workings of this sponsored listing, the request info, check availability. Why is it always so present across every search you do on nearly every single other car site out there? And this was there's some large decisions that we made early on of saying like we don't want anything to do with this because it really takes away to us, it takes away from the core search experience. But what actually goes on behind the scenes? And since building this, we've had some dealers reach out to us, and it's allowed us to have really frank conversations with them about what it's like to be a dealer, and also learn about the inner workings of this. How do they work with other sites, and how much are they spending on this to make this happen? And it turns out they are spending a fortune on this. Dealers are spending thousands, four, five, upwards of six figures per month per site to do this. And that's buying ads to sponsor listings and buying leads. So your personal information that you're plugging in when you click request info or check availability, you enter it. It's being sold to a dealer via that site. And it really made us start to think about that at a single dealer, all that spend multiplied by the tens of thousands of dealers that exist across the country, and all of that money and what it's doing. And what happens if you were just to take that money instead and put it into the buying experience? And could you actually offer a better deal by not having to spend? Because car dealers, they make money primarily from two different ways. It's you sell a car and you service a car. And if they're needing to spend money on placing an advertisement and then buying leads to then try to sell the car, isn't that taking away from the deal that's had in the end? Because those the four, five, six figures that they're paying to each and every one of these other car search sites out there, that has to come from somewhere. And I should have thought about this many moons ago when I bought our Volvo wagon, and I was trying to find this thing, the V60 Polestar, and I'd called my dealer, my local Volvo dealer, months prior, and was like, "Hey, if you guys ever have one of these things come across, just like I'd buy it." And they called me out of the blue many months later and were like, "Hey, we got a random allocation from Volvo. Do you want it?" I'm like, "Absolutely." And I asked them to send over the deal sheet, and I was really surprised at where they started the conversation at. And I asked them why they were offering me such a good deal, and the way they explained it to me was, "Well, we because you're buying it, we don't really need to list it on our site, and because of that, we don't need to take photos of it, and we also don't need to buy advertisements for it, and because you are buying it, you're our lead, we don't need to buy any other leads." And it just this whole thing is really curious. Is there a possibility where instead of continuing to feed this machine that exists, where all these other sites that are out there are selling dealers, and their motivations are how much more can dealers buy from us, and that's taking away from the buying experience on the actual car buyer's end? Can we do something about this? And so we emailed you guys the other week with some crazy ideas that we had. And one of them was this idea around a clearance lot. And you'll now see it here within search as well as up at the top, the clearance lot. The motivation behind this is, can dealers, similar to this Volvo case for me years ago, can it be that the dealer just offers a really great deal, and instead of spending all that money on ads and leads, can they just offer a better deal instead? And so this is what we've come up with. This is in so many thanks to Chris Hall and Sruli and Swift Autos in making this the start of this happen. There were other deals that were in here before we launched it that those vehicles sold, and so this is our starting point. And we're really excited about this because our intention is to not we don't want any money from dealers. We just want to offer better deals. Like, we don't want to contribute to all this spend that's going on, that dealers are forced into a corner to try to spend as much on ads and these leads to try to sell cars, when if we just if we pile onto that, that just hurts car buyers in our minds. And so that's why we thought about this idea, and it's you guys, when we sent out the email the other week, this was the number one thing you guys voted for. And so we couldn't help but try to rush to figure out how we could put the start of this together. And we're really excited for what this could come and turn into. And so if you are a dealer out there and you you just want to offer a better deal, and you don't want to spend money on ads and leads and yada, because we're not interested in any of that, and you just want to offer car buyers a great deal, just send me a note. All we need is this same kind of format, the VIN and the way you want to structure this, what you want to present to Visor users that are out there looking for cars to buy. Thank you guys so much for pushing us on this. This is all because of you, and we're really excited about this. So any feedback you guys have on this, you let us know. But that's all for now. We'll see you guys next week.